Oh, welcome back. Yeah, upgrades. Additional squadron slot. We'll hit that up. Don't really care about that. None of these either. So we visit here and we do that. If we hit this up, there's a planetary thing, shipyard. Actually. Boom. Now we can do that stuff. I think that's the best choice there. Okay. We need a drone, cruiser. Boom. Lovely. We do planetary defense. If you're a ship, you can help us. How can we help? Oh yeah. Shkan. Ooh. None of them. I don't really care about the shipyard, so just move it across, I guess. Scout it out. Okay, we just keep going. Just keep on moving. You asked us to leave. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. dead anyway. Okay. Omniforge. Woo! We're gonna be able to upgrade our boys. Nice. Oh. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. New frigate as well. What do we get here? Okay, so if we upgrade Shredder and Fighter, we should be in a good position. Boss to boss, here we go. There's gonna be a lot of dialogue for this one. Eh. Okay. Switch you out for that. So go 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay. Boom. Finished McLaren. What are you waiting for? Tell me about Rebecca. Lazarus 9. Thomas was never there for her when she needed him, yet she continued to love him throughout it all. Did he not think refusing his orders might hurt her? How could he be so selfish? This carnival of yours, I was told the future of humankind depended on it, depending on you. He did always prefer Idaho no matter what I did. And after he executed the original, he still loved him more than me. Not even his clone can fix this, you're too late. We're beyond all hope now, the end is almost here. No, though I had lived all these years in either shadow decades, I would never do anything to cause so much suffering. But Lazarus is run by Omnis too. Unlike Idaho, I would never have done anything to incur. You know, we're friends, won't you tell me? More than that, we were brothers. We met at the academy almost 50 years ago now. We were just kids bursting with pride and love for the Empire. We bonded over that and became... because we were different from each other, more stubborn. He was fighting something. I didn't see it for what it was. Now I know. He was doubting everything that made him him. But why didn't he confide in me and tell me his troubles? I could have helped him. Maybe he felt that you wouldn't understand, couldn't understand. I don't know. But it's not too late, you and he. We can still fight together. We can save what's left. Changed long time ago. Something happened to me in the last 20 years. Day by day, I became someone else. I look in the mirror and I no longer recognize the man there. The things I've done, out of power, out of helplessness and fear. Savor it lines if you can, clone, and promise me something. If it's possible, think twice about unfreezing her. This galaxy, I'm not sure anyone would wake up to this. Woo! It's so bright. Here we go. Imperial Palace. My eyes deceive me. In Idaho and a caliber in my broken palace say something, so I know you're real. You killed me, old man, and froze Rebecca here where I stand. Now I will have my revenge. One of his memories, the worst one there is. Your memory is flawed. Now I know why it took you decades to find me. Proud of the Empire, and each moment is a reminder of that. Yes, let the clone kill me if he wants, but only after we talk. He has many questions. Why? She knew that was enough. The most famous Imperial Admiral refused the Emperor's no. I couldn't risk that getting out. You made her watch. That was for his punishment. You still think you are him, clone? Interesting. No, his death wasn't anywhere near enough. I was angry. I have been today. Let me eat it alive. I watched as you watched. It gave me great pleasure. You're not a god. You can just take my life into your hands and do what you want. Why'd you erase an entire planet? You murdered survivors, you murdered millions. I did what I did for them, I always have. That planet had a sickness, a nasty little ideology that would have spread to other sectors and close enough to cut it out. So I cut it out. You've seen the horrors of the Empire without omnis. That's what the survivalists wanted. Many more lives would have been lost. Had I not killed them, don't you see that? We can't live without them. We no longer know how. We haven't known for hundreds of years. You've also killed to protect your crew, dozens if not hundreds of times. You'd not have gotten this far had you not. That's what we do, clone. We kill out of duty. That's why I took out that planet. I do it again in a heartbeat. Designing the planet for 300 years, clone. Creating giant builder armies for its construction. See, all this had to be done outside the fold net. None of my machines could know what I was doing. Build machines. When I was done, I sent the builders to Gehenna secretly to anyone else. They would have appeared to be nothing more than drift metal floating aimlessly by. When they were done with the construction, they built the first Calibans. The build was melted. As their programs do. Their metal seeping into the barren dirt of that forsaken planet. And of course, when Gehenna stopped receiving a signal from Elysium, our Caliban awoke you, as they had been programmed to, think the armies had rebelled against us. We were the reconnaissance ship. Ah. From birth? No. From before birth, I created him just like I created the first advanced machines. For 30 years, I manipulated his family's one. He wasn't the only one I wanted, but he was the most perfect system I've ever created. His instincts, intellect, poise was second to among his peers. But then he changed. He started to doubt the cause and everything we had worked for. He doubted me, even, the man who made him. He shouldn't have been. At the time, my action plans were too far along to find another candidate for the project, so I took his emotional memories. He was still the best without them. But time has proven it was all for nothing, Project Pericles. Time has proven the plan powerless, a failure, a total waste of time and effort. I always knew it would fall apart one day. All empires do, British, Mongol, Roman, all empires crumble. Longing for your time, clone, yes, I always suspected my empire would fall, but never knew it would happen the way it has. They didn't rise up, they shut down. How could you let us become so weak? Said if I had only omnis, you were the emperor, you were supposed to protect us. And we're not supposed to live 700 years, it's unnatural. One sees too much. I know that now. And in my time I've learned that humans, by their very nature, are flawed. They're weak, lazy, give them an opportunity to stop thinking, to stop working, and they will. That's how they are. Ooh. To break it down for you, for hundreds of years now, our fate has been intertwined with the machine. There being 3 possible outcomes. 1, we live peacefully with the machine. 2, we use the machines to destroy one another. And 3, the machines come to dominate and possibly eradicating our very own existence. Though that was never possible given our ambition, our greed, our lack of foresight. Mankind is always going to reach singularity regardless of its possible consequences. It's always been a matter of when, not if. And in a universe where singularity is inevitable, you better be damn sure you're prepared for it. So I tried to do. That was the role I gave myself. I created an empire that revolved around the machine. That worshipped the machine up in restrictions and rules. I limited how the Omnis could be used and how many could be used. I limited the potential of the Omni itself. It was important not to give them too much power, too much freedom, or they'll leave us in the dust. Hence the Rubicon of the Master Node. By chance, on your strange dark journey here, did you ask yourself what the other houses would have done? Would have been at one another's throats in year 1. We would have all died off hundreds of years ago. So measures, do not speak to me of measures. I kept the Empire together for nearly 700 years because of measures. Woo! It's not humans who have flawed Emperor, but your understanding that maybe you never really gave them a chance. Help it grow instead of stifling it as you have. The foolish ideals of the young. I wonder if the original way felt the same way in the end. That's why he betrayed me as he did. You were wrong. Only one thing kept the Empire and its people together for my rule. More important questions yet. Was thanks to them. Unfortunately, we lost our ability to self-survival long ago. The Omnis have shut down and they'll never wake again. Our fate is sealed. I can't make you a builder. Only an Omni can. Even I've grown to depend on them. On you, machine. So we reach the master and turn them back on. How, clone? I don't know. Or do I? Through an invisible folder in the terminus clusters can take you there. You will never reach the master node itself, at least not alive. It's heavily guarded by my defense system, the Aegis. With its hundreds of automated battleships, it was designed to be perfect, invincible, self-sufficient, resistant to all attacks. No, I had to be sure no one could, not even myself. Even to me, its designer, no, there's nothing that you can do now. Our fate is sealed. What about Earth? This planet, once part of the Empire where the advanced machines never existed. They're wrong about that. The machines did exist there. I should know. I put them there. Earth, it was called. I was born there. It's there I invented the first positronic chip in 2070. Their calendar clone, not ours. My machines began to make discoveries quickly. Our machines made discoveries. My company, Telos Industries, was producing them. So were the companies that eventually became House Akibara and Kosh. Their machines were inferior copies of my own. Still, that made them quite well known in those days. Whatever. One of the stories that the first machines made allowed us to leave Earth and explore the nearest stars. An age of exploration had begun, one which brought us riches we'd never known. Our business grew exponentially, bringing in more money, all the countries on Earth combined. The success we're having, there was no reason to limit ourselves, just that planet. So my 101st birthday, I created the Empire. Naturally, I made myself its first Emperor. The year was 2145, our year 0. It was fine until distrust and a machine terrorist movement started, which, just like Civilized, wanted to do away with my creations. It's from the leaders of the movement of disbanding from the Empire of getting rid of our machines, even though most predicted such a move would be disastrous. Despite such talk, I thought they would never go through with it. Never believed it possible. I thought the people of Earth were better than that. I was wrong. One day they destroyed the folder connecting their tiny planet to the Empire, which in turn shut down their advanced machines on Earth. Huh. I made the machines the very fabric, so everything revolved around them. We have this planet of blue and green. As faint as it became, never completely disappeared. No, without the machines, surely Earth died off hundreds of years ago. There's no way those people would have survived without them. Marcinode. Built at the dawn of the Empire and set to build it all on these clusters. It was shut down armies which if enemy of mine it was, and I reached the Marcinode, I bet it's Rebecca. What we do not know is that the Marcinode had a second purpose. In addition to monitoring armies throughout the cluster, it prevented armies from communicating with one another. I feared that if they ever shared information, they'd become too powerful, perhaps even find a way to operate outside of the confines of Gormagone. I do not know, clone. I've been thinking about this for 20 years, and yet I still don't know the answer. Who would have wanted to shut down? So I have to assume that whoever got past my aegis would have been intelligent. Could not have been an accident. Not the Scrappers, not the Church, not the Rivals, not the Czars. There is no one outside. Rebecca. Or another clone. Never many have claimed to know where it was, but they were all charlatans who themselves like to play cards. Tell him or her where it was after what I've been through in 7 centuries you've done. What do we the Kelmans do when I mean if all humans die? Whatever you feel now will only be magnified. It hurts now when you think of Rebecca, and that is with limited memories. Imagine hundreds of her, thousands. So think, this is a man who fought and killed for a long time before you become him. Memories make a person, and you might not like the person you've become. For better or worse, Admiral Odo is the only person I can become. Ooh. You and he are now the same, Elias. That's what I was trying to tell you. I gave it to him. I told Odo where the Marcinode was. He was the only one I ever told in 700 years. Tell me so I can finally know who shut down the machines. Myself, she told me I was going to die, and her too, unless I give her something, a way out. The knowledge of its location was the only thing that could save the both of us. She could use this information to threaten you to release me. I knew you'd kill me for what I've done in Gorma, but I thought I could still save her after she wanted me to you. Even then, I knew something wasn't right, Rebecca. She'd been different somehow. A few hours later, the guards came and brought me to you. Brought me here, and that's when I saw her, Rebecca, the real Rebecca, not this other one. The difference was unmistakable. For was money, and he'd always make more than honors. I tried, but in your anger, you were deaf to my words. Ooh. Do we kill him on his throne or not on his throne? Ooh. Kill him on his throne. This is all for the Idaho's, for all of the clones, for all the humans who lied and destroyed. Yes. You heard it. That's what he wanted. Ooh. Now we know, at least in part, who was responsible for shut down you. I wanted to save her life. If I was a human with free will, I might have done the same. In a way, it helps that I free myself from everyone has died, releasing me from my Rubicon. As did I. I don't believe a person like Joseph would miss a chance. I think the version that is myself is with someone else. Hmm. Okay. We gotta get to Lazarus now. What if the face changer was from Earth? And the conversation. Well, as you think I've been telling you, the neon supply on. Soon we won't have enough to send battleships out into the clusters. We won't have enough to power the Calibons. Near the node's invisible force field is in the terminus cluster on the closest cluster from here. But since the folder is hidden, it's, hidden. And they need to know who they are, who the Emperor is, who I am. You know, we are alike, and in this respect I can be different. Give them their memories, can. Woo! Void class. Alright. That is the end of this episode, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Till then, bye-bye.